I know you have an article you want to talk about. Before you do that, let me tell you, basically my
Oh
continued
yeah,
Facebook
what happened?
saga.
Yeah, Facebook Saga with the moderators.
Yes. So I finally was unbanned. Um, we talked about that. I'm not banned. Well, technically banned. Um, I can still talk to all my friends. I can make posts. What I cannot do, I cannot send friend requests. I can accept them. I cannot send messages to somebody that's not on my friends list, even if they message me first. So if I make a post with my shirts that got me banned, and someone says, I want said shirt, I cannot respond. And I can't tell them, you need to send a friend request for me to respond, because I cannot respond. So, I don't know how long this is going to last. They didn't give me a time frame. It literally just cannot happen. It's been since since I was put on that 24-hour ban. This is not lifted. It's been over a week.
It's ah,
40 to 50 counts of hate speech
over
for
t-shirts.
t-shirts. Yeah, a lot of them got like 6 hate speeches per shirt, and some of them only said Trump 2020.
These people
Some
are
of them,
psychopaths, man.
some of them said
You're
Trump
an,
2020. Fuck your feelings.
yeah, I'm sorry, but if you're doing that, just so you know, like if anybody out there is connected in any way to these piece of shit moderators that are doing this, like you're not. Only thing that you're doing is proving that you're an absolute child and a psychopath. That you're going to be labeling shit hate speech. It's not hate speech. It's clearly not hate speech. I mean,
Not at
it's
all.
the whole hate speech thing and a lot of this stuff and microaggressions and all this other bullshit that they're constantly coming out. Like, what was the thing right now that's going on with it's systematic voter suppression is the platitude that they've came up with or bumper sticker slogan. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? No one is suppressing anyone from voting. Literally no one. Get
At
your
all.
fat ass up and go and vote. You know what I mean? Like, seriously. Unless you're like in your deathbed, you know what I'm saying? Like, and you can't leave. Like, obviously that's that's super unfortunate. But who's for systematic voter suppression? That's not that's not disabled people. You know what I mean? Voter suppression or something like that. That's something that we can fix and figure out, right? But systematic voter suppression. Who? 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 Dude, you can go right down the damn street right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Right when they were just doing votes the other day. You know what I mean? You could just go down right down the damn street and do it. You know what I mean? Like, who is suppressing you? No one's being suppressed.
At
And
all.
it's crap like that. You know what I'm saying? But like, so if you go in and you're probably against mail-in votes, that's probably hate speech according to Facebook. Why?
Probably.
Because you're promoting systematic voter suppression. You see what I mean? It's ridiculous. You know what I'm
I
saying?
think Trump said it best. If you can protest in person, you can vote in person. Boom.
Absolutely. And what I was going to talk about is this article about Facebook spending years to ward off tampering on its site ahead of the November's presidential election, and now they're basically getting ready, essentially, in case President Trump interferes once the vote is over. And then it just goes into all this contingency bullshit. About what Mark Zuckerberg and all them are doing to ward off fake news and all this other stuff. And I mean, dude, think about all the fact checkers and stuff they have on there that are literally doing a terrible job are flagging things that are factually accurate and purposely doing it, knowing that it's factually accurate, and flagging it as fake news because it doesn't support their worldview. You
Dude,
know what I mean?
isn't
And it's
isn't
not
fucking
hurting Trump, so
Snopes?
it's got to go. You know what I'm
Isn't
saying?
Snopes like one person, like one guy? He's
Yeah,
the
something
CEO
like
of his
that.
company, and
Yeah,
he's actually, I've seen him in photos with Soros and shit. And they're supposed to be tight.
It just goes back to the last thing we talked about. You know what I mean? Like post what the hell you're gonna post on here. You know what I mean? Like it's social media. You know what I'm saying? Like, and when you do things like label things as hate speech or violent speech that's actually not even fucking close, you're demeaning, you know what I mean, and devaluing actual real hate speech. You know what I mean? It's like, has no one heard of the boy who cried wolf story? Like it's
Right.
ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? Like at that point, because like at a certain point when you're doing this bullshit, I don't believe anything you fucking say. So like for example, Don Lemon can come on tomorrow, right? And break with the fucking truest fucking story that indeed Donald Trump is a fucking alien, right? Sent from fucking whatever planet,
And you're
and
gonna hardly read it. You'll be like, yeah, it's bullshit.
I'm just gonna laugh and turn the fucking chin. I don't believe a fucking thing that comes out
All
of
right.
that guy's mouth. That guy's so full of shit and such a fucking lying piece of shit. You know what I mean? Like that. There's no way I can believe anything you say.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Nothing.
Yeah. You've
And
lost any listening. Like you're
when you
never
do
going to
this kind of
gain
stuff,
a listener.
exactly, all you're doing is you're also pushing people to become angry. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's all part of it. I think that's part of it. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
It's just
Oh,
like
it
when
could
any
be.
one of us go on Facebook, which I'm guilty of it as anybody else. You go on a Facebook and you just go and post some bullshit just to make some cheap political point. You know what I mean? Because it's expedient at the time and your side got a point, so you're just going to go score that bitch on social media real quick.
Oh
But
yeah.
tomorrow, then Donald Trump makes some dumbass mistake or says something stupid off the like some gaff, and then bam, that's up. That's the first thing the other side's doing, and
Hmm.
it's this little tit for tat over stupid shit. But neither side's actually going to really take anything serious that the other side's saying when it is something serious. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, I'm a supporter of Donald Trump, but if Donald Trump legit does wrong shit, you know what I'm saying, then he should be punished.
Hmm.
If you're bad, you're bad. If you're
Right.
good, you're good. You know what I mean? Like, but it's at the end of the day, like if you're doing something wrong,
And
like
that's
I want to be able to believe you, but I can't believe you when you make up shit. Russiagate, the Ukraine scandal. I mean, it was just holy cow, bro. It was the it was re, it was so much uh just hyperbole, and at this point, you know what I mean? It's led to just nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, how am I supposed to believe when something really does happen? You've screwed yourself. You've actually helped him be
hmm
able to do wrong shit by being turds and not telling the truth, withholding information, omitting information because it doesn't help your cause or it might cast a doubt on what you believe needs to happen because the end always justifies the means with any these marks the mainstream Marxist media. It's the end justifies the means. Don Lemon can get on there and lie and not tell you the full story because at the end of the day, if it gets Joe Biden in office, then it's a victory.
It's all. It's not true news anymore. It's just spouting whatever you can to prop up your side.
It's like a baseball team ideology.
Yeah.
Like you're not going to get dudes on the Red Sox to talk shit, or fans of the Red Sox to talk shit about the Red Sox. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? And then the Yankees aren't going to talk shit about anybody on the Yankees. And nobody on the Yankees wants to listen to anything the dudes on the Red Sox have to say. And the Red Sox, you know what I'm saying? It just keeps going back and forth like that. That's what I feel like. It's like sports. That's what
Hmm.
Republican Democrat
It is a
shit.
lot.
You know what I mean? And I feel like we are moving past that to a lot of extent because of this Facebook stuff and because free speech is literally being suppressed by these
All
companies
right.
like
You
Facebook.
said
You know what I
free
mean?
speech, so I gotta throw this in here real quick. So, free speech is being suppressed. You're right, and they're doing it under the guise of hate speech for the most part.
Under the guise of hate speech, yes.
Yes. Now, if you go to what Joe Biden is running his campaign on, one of his campaign things, like I'm running on this, is to is for free speech. He wants free speech. It's the most hypocritical, fucking stupid shit I've ever read. Like I'm reading through his campaign and what it's running on, and one of the points is free speech. I I I couldn't do anything but laugh. Like Like,
I
like,
mean,
no matter how many times you say I'm running on free speech, it doesn't make it true if you're not. Like, you're not.
what's impressive at the end of the day is just the audacity of the hypocrisy. You know
It's
what I mean?
insane.
Of people, you know. Um, but regardless, I don't, I don't really care like who you're voting for, Joe Biden, Donald Trump. You're voting for your fucking dog flower, you know what I mean? Whatever, but you need to be able to have free speech. And these platforms like Facebook and Twitter and stuff under, so was it Section 230 or what have you, whatever that
We
section,
talked about it
that
on the last
yeah,
podcast.
we talked on the last podcast. They're town halls, man. You shouldn't be punished because you made some fucking t-shirt, and now you can't.
Right.
You're being basically shadow banned in the background.
And if I
You know,
can be
by
punished,
by
then
a
I should be allowed to
faceless,
sue.
by a cowardly organization like Facebook. That's standing behind their Starbuck moderators. You know what I'm saying? That literally have no lives. That's why they're Facebook moderators. I'm sorry, but you've probably screwed up somewhere in life if that's what you're doing is moderating for Facebook right now. I mean, could you imagine what kind of a person you would be at the end of the day if that's all you did was sit on Facebook and just ban things that you don't like? You got to be so salty. I'll bet you each one of them never stop complaining.
Oh, for sure.
All day long, bro.
Well,
All night long.
I'm sure
Straight
90% of
complaining.
what they read is complaints, and
Yeah,
then they're just going to further complain. They're just seeing a
yeah.
bunch of negativity for the most part. I mean, I
So
know at least 90% of Facebook is negativity. Like, I do negativity because I'm making fun of liberals all day, but
I can't do it. It drives me nuts.
I have to. I,
Um, but yeah, I mean, it is what it is. We'll see what happens, but hopefully your shit gets done. I wish there was some kind of escalation or something like that, or some. What this is? I mean, what do you do, man? What do you do at this
I've
point?
already looked to
We're
see
we're
if I
just
can
we
take it
just get
somewhere.
smacked around all the time. Like if you have any kind of conservative viewpoint, you know what I'm saying? You're just it's just asinine. It's uncalled for. You know what I mean? And it's hypocritical half the time of just how these people act. You might as well be that Chicago mayor who's like banning protesters from just her block because her safety matters.
Oh,
You know
man.
what I mean? So,
You can
anyways,
protest anyone else's neighborhood, just
yeah,
not
just
mine.
not mine.
You hear
Fight the
that?
power.
Stay the fuck out of my neighborhood.
Fight the power, guys. Keep up the good fight. Just that's right. Keep walking and out that way.
Fight the power over there.
Yeah, yeah, yep. I'm gonna be watching Netflix. You know. So, anyways, that's all I got, man. What about you?
I'm good. I just wanted to end it on a Facebook point.
Yeah.
That was it.
Well, hey guys, remember subscribe. Make sure to hit the bell for notifications. Stay tuned, and let us know in the comments.